Well, here we are again. How y'all doing today? It is I, your friendly neighborhood stately. And we're here on 1mc3.com where I play Minecraft so you don't have to. Place is coming along nicely, don't you think? Although I don't think there's anything spectacular new since yesterday. Aw, you feel like poop. Poop's not a good thing to feel like. So I think we're going to get started on our little fortress today, and I think we're going to do a little tour. Stefan wanted to show his base interior, and I think there are some other people who have some builds that they'd like to show off, so I think we can go do all of those things. And note to self, do something about the darn chests popping in. I don't know why I can't wrap my head around that. Is this my dog? This my dog. Hey puppy, how you doing? We should give him a collar. I'll have to find some dye. I think maybe light blue. That's kind of my house color. Phoenix, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. So this is our location, such as it is, and if you saw the end of yesterday's stream, we messed around a little bit with the design. I don't think this is necessarily exactly what it's going to be, but this is a decent start. I mean, this gives me something to work with. So what this means is I have a bunch of sandstone already. I need a bunch of acacia. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to set up a temporary acacia farm somewhere. This tree almost certainly has to go, so I might as well just take it down now. Get my saplings going. And as you can see, I have already started today's 3D print. Again, the first person to guess what it is, I'll ship it to. Inside the United States. If you're outside the United States, well, we'll talk. It doesn't necessarily cost a whole lot to ship a little thing like this. It kind of depends on the country. Yep. Okay, more. I'm going to leave those up there because they look nice. I think that's Floofy's tower, and that one, somebody else's. I'm not entirely sure whose. And that over there, that's your traditional Minecraft first night house. Well, what I'm printing today is for me to know and you to guess. That's how we play the game. All right, let's see. Let's get rid of the grass. Okay, that was a little weird, but whatever. Oh, alright. Fine, we'll do it the hard way. See if I care. I'm used to doing everything the hard way anyway. Hey ho, Phoenix. Not sure what happened here. Oh, this is to do with this tunnel. I think this is, and don't quote me on this, but I think this is actually the tunnel to my base. Turkey, welcome to the stream. Hey, I haven't sent your thing yet, mostly because I was looking at the print and I decided it wasn't good enough. So I reprinted it. I have a nicer one now with the base, and that one will get sent. But apologies for not doing it yet. Isn't there another chest here? I thought I had two build chests. Oh, it's right over there. Again, with the chest not loading in. This obfuscator is meant to prevent people from x-raying for fortresses, strongholds, that kind of thing. But it kind of makes all chests disappear until you're really close to them, and that's obviously not the idea. My coordinates? I'm over at Spawn Town. I mean, Spawn Town's right over there, dude. So 120 minus 420-ish. So we talked about incorporating the hill into the build, and I'm going to try to do that. I'm a little unclear on how as of right now, but as is so often the case with these things, we'll see how it goes. Jarface, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Well, the print's done now. I finally wrapped my head around how to work a decent 3D editor. All of the free ones that I played around with were needlessly obtuse. So I ended up going with Tinkercad, which is a really simple little thing, but it allows you to, you know, intersect geometric shapes and manually set sizes and stuff. So the basic stuff is all there, and it works pretty well. It's if you want to play with it, just look for Tinkercad. It's actually a web app, so there's not even a download. Really? I love all of you equally. I mean, I love some of you a little more equally than others. I know you're not Panda, sorry. Alright, that's good enough for now. So what we're going to do, I think, is start by putting in the posts, and we'll do like the front wall, I think. Okay, Minecraft. Be that way. See if I care. It's not much better, but at least now the water's actually flowing. Alright, and I got some acacia saplings here. So I'm going to plant these, and then I'm going to head over to the skeleton grinder and see if I can get my hands on a couple of stacks of bone meal. Last time I checked, there was literally not one there. China decorates our tables. Funny how the cracks don't seem to show. I'm guessing there aren't a whole lot of Tori Amos fans in our audience today. There never are. Saw her live once. It was a pretty good show. She's a very good pianist. Okay, so what have I got? I got not really enough to do much with. Just based on the shape of the land, I'm pretty sure we have to have a tower in this corner. Am I right? So what we'll do is we'll set up a wall on two sides. And I kind of feel like I need to grab a bunch of dirt to set up some outlines. This should be enough to just put in some corners and stuff. So let's say we do a tower that juts out onto this little bit of land here. You can add people to your own claims to help regions. As far as expanding your claim or sharing a claim with somebody else's claim, file a ticket and I'll look at it and look into it at some point. I'm not going to do that right now, obviously, because I'm streaming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just / help regions for adding members to a region. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that would put this wall here. And if we wanted it to be square, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there. So that's a rough outline of a tower. And then in each of these walls, we're going to go, I think, back 3, like 1, 2, 3, causing this to be in the exact middle of the section there. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be more or less the tower. And then the wall, the front of the wall will run here. And I think this makes sense. We'll have the wall like literally go into the water at this section. And maybe we'll even have like a portcullis or something where you can take your boat and enter the actual fortress. Like I said, file a ticket. I don't do customer support during streams. I also don't do customer support on general chat. Please file a ticket. I'll have to make sure that that's what Floofy wants to do with her claim too, though. Let's see. Okay, so, according to our design, let's go back to planning real quick. The basic setup of this wall is alternating every second block. One back, one forward, one back, one forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. And these are going to be 5 tall, but let's focus on getting the shape in first. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically like that. And I don't have nearly enough material yet, but I just planted some saplings back here. Yeah, you like it so far? I don't know if it's like the exact design that we're going to go for. Quartz to spawn. Spawn is about, well, spawn town is about 200 minus 400. Now, spawn itself is over there. 200 minus 250, something like that. Shouldn't be too hard to find. And if you're watching on stream, I'm Stately. We are 3D printing something today. The idea here is that the first person to guess what I'm 3D printing receives the actual print. I mean, right now it's just a rectangle, obviously, so nobody's going to guess it right this second. But this is my official gimmick. It's the only one I got, so I'm sticking with it. Ooh, ow. And I'm all geared up ever since yesterday. And I haven't died since then, knock on something. So far so good. If there's no bone meal over at the grinder, I think what I'll do is just wander through the savannah, chop down trees, replant, get some more saplings. I'm going to need a fair amount of wood. Probably nothing gigantic. Does anybody want to work on expanding the road network for our spawn town, by the way, out into the suburbs area? We have Q-Bucks now. Yeah, we by popular request, I did decide to keep it as simple as I reasonably could. So they don't drop. They can be purchased. You can buy 9 Q-Bucks for 1 diamond, and then you can trade them back if you want. There's a little bank right by Spawn Town next to the dock, and that's also where you can buy cash registers. So basically the currency is diamonds. The Q-Bucks are 1/9 of a diamond, just because A, diamonds are not a renewable resource, which is what you want for currency, and B, 1 diamond as a base unit of currency is just too big. There's a lot of things that you might want to sell that you would never pay a diamond for, like a stack of food, for example, or things like that. So that's how it works. The registers work exactly the same as in PvE, though, and the real difference is the way you get Q-Bucks. They don't drop. There are no crates. Stuff like that just don't happen. Hey, CJ. What up? And let's bone meal this. Excellent. Yeah, we already got a few grown. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Half-Life 2 was such a great game. Okay, more saplings, please. Why are you not decaying? Oh, there's another sneaky little bit of wood up there. Always with the sneaky little logs. Alright, are we decaying? Yes, good. I'll come back for some saplings in a bit. Okay, so here. That's a little too tall. Not that that's a big deal, but let's be consistent. What am I going to do with the mountain? You mean that? Haven't quite wrapped my head around that yet, but it's going to be part of the fortress build. I'm going to incorporate it somehow. Yay, parkour! Okay, let's get started on this side as well. This corner here is going to be probably just like an arch or something, because this wall is going to make the whole corner a little inaccessible. That's the plan. We're doing kind of a North African Barbary Coast inspired fortress. Really, just one? Well, 3. This doesn't look like a lot, though. Well, what I was thinking of doing is kind of like building the wall into it, and maybe fortifying it, reinforcing it, and having a tower on top. A small tower, like a watchtower. But it's a reasonably big flat area. So I think like the fortress wall on this side will run into the hill. Can you see what I'm building? Well, the only thing I really have so far is a wall. If you want to help, what I need right now is just acacia. Lots and lots of acacia. The printer, I don't have my coordinates up right now. 150 minus 430 is where I am, and Spawn Town is about 200 minus 400. $200 minus 250 is spawn. Yeah. And the build is, so far, it's just a platform. But it's going to be something at some point. Hey, there's another one. All right. I really need to do something with the compass, like allowing players to set compass targets, having named locations so you can like just set your compass to point at spawn or at somebody's house. And this is an oak. Alright, time to bone meal some stuff. Let's make there be a lot more acacia. I'm running low on food. Actually, what I should do is bone meal, cut, then bone meal. That way things have a little bit of time to grow of their own accord. It's just ever so slightly more efficient. It doesn't really matter that much, but why not, right? And this stuff isn't growing fast enough. I need there to be more acacia, please. That tree is going to have to go. Alrighty, that's enough to get going for a little while. Hey, Phoenix, you found the place. Well done. Really? Be that way. See if I care. Here comes the arrival of the Phoenix. You're already here. Let's see. How are we doing here? Okay, that seems pretty reasonable so far. And I think we'll go to about here. Well, so this side might be a little more difficult because if we're going to use this as part of the build, it kind of needs to be inaccessible. So we can either go around it and wall over to, say, there. Or we can, I don't know, reinforce it so that it's vertical. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? How should I do this? Or I can just run the wall over it. Like kind of here-ish. Oh, he's in China. I gotta be careful with my health. I might end up killing myself doing this. Especially since I'm very, very low on food. Gonna go raid the public farm in a bit. Or, you know, now. Because now is kind of when I'm out of food. Hey, another acacia. And more saplings. That's all you got? You're a very poor acacia tree. If you are watching on Twitch or YouTube, we're on played@1mc3.com here, and you are welcome to join. It's a public server. If you don't feel like it, that's cool too. You can just watch me. Do please feel free to follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Please my ego, if you will. So I don't want to have to make this thing huge if I don't have to. I don't want it to be tiny though. Maybe we'll go out to about here and then Cross over to here, maybe. I'm where I was the last two times you asked, Phoenix. I haven't moved. Let's start with this corner. Let's just... That's a good idea. Blaze farms are excellent things to have. Very good for experience, as well as, obviously, the blaze rods are nice. And that's a pleasant thing to have in volume early in the game. $136 minus $449. See, Spawn Town's over there. Of course, this is going to be part of Spawn Town. It needs a name. We need to give Spawn Town a name other than Spawn Town. Okay, so I think what we'll do here is we'll put up a wall here. And then from here we'll make a turn. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing, man? Partially just to keep the wall interesting and to keep the shape of the thing appealing from the outside. This is going to be a large build. So if anybody does want to help out gathering acacia, if you do, just go out onto the savannah picking up trees. Please just replant the saplings somewhere nearby so that it doesn't turn into a barren wasteland, but I would appreciate the help. Does our print look like anything yet? Not so much, really, huh? I got lots of saplings now. Even more. What kind of idea do you have, Phoenix? Weldstone? It's not a bad name. Is that all? Are we decaying here? Are there hidden logs? There's always hidden logs. No, I just saw something decay, so we're good. Feather falling, man. I really need feather falling. Evening, Fallhaven, Hillhaven, Cobbleborn, Everly, Elventon. Elventon. Yeah, it's not bad. Maybe we'll call it Elventon. If anybody else has any names, feel free to chime in. I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. It says so in like the Twitch streamers manual. I have to pretend to be interested in you guys' opinions. No, I'm kidding. I really want to know. Ow. I fell on my keys. This is, I don't know how this is going to work out. But one disaster at a time, right? Let's put the wall in place first. That's one too high, isn't it? And it gets kind of higher here, so I'm going to have to decide whether to raise the wall or lower the terrain, or just kind of run with it and not worry about the height differences. I don't think we need to worry too much about height differences. Linden. As in Unter den Linden? No, that's very different. Unter den Linden is a street in Germany. I think it's the one that crossed through Checkpoint Charlie between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. Which no doubt used to be called Adolf Hitler Strasse, because during World War II, I think the Germans just literally named every city and every town Adolf Hitler Strasse. Please. It's all good. Just don't, is all. Did I miss something here? Not really. We need to think about this tower. And I think the tower is going to be a little more rough-hewn. Maybe like the tower is the oldest part of the building and everything around it is a little newer. But I'm going to have to see if I can actually make that happen. Oh no. But first of all, I need to go get some food because I am out. And you gotta eat. The road's going to be a challenge too. I kind of want to have a road out that way. So we'll probably like do a raised. Nice try, creeper. Do a raised pier or dock or quay around the edge here. Because I want to open that up and make this into a real harbor. Elventon. I kind of like Elventon. Oh, right, yes, the farm is here. I was walking right by it. Because of course I was. Oh, replanting is fun. Everybody loves replanting. That's why we always do it, right, guys? Right? It's my favorite thing. All right, and 1 carrot. Are you at your base, Steph? You want me to swing by today? Oh, look at that. Lots and lots of bread. I mean, once I turn it into lots and lots of bread, it'll be lots and lots of bread. Let us briefly have a look at the print, see how it's going. Not really much to see, huh? Yeah, are you rejiggering things? Were they jiggered wrong? Do they have to be rejiggered? I mean, that which is jiggered occasionally needs to be rejiggered. Alright, this oak has to go. It's in the way, and it is irking me. You have irked me, oak. Yeah, go to Mason's portal, and then take the rail to the end portal. There's a train station that you can see from the portal. It's pretty easy to get there. I'm going to end up with all the saplings in the world here for my acacia farm. That was a stubborn tree. Is that everything? Appears to be. All that trouble for 3 logs. Seems like a bit much. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of there on the print just yet. I did manage to get the sharpness working a little bit better. It's not quite so out of focus today. Should have my colored filaments coming in tomorrow as well. And those I think will look a little better on stream. Okay, back to work. Yeah, so the walls are suddenly very low. I think we might have to raise them up a bit once we get here, which is fine. We can do that. Maybe we'll do a slightly simpler design on the back half, just to make it all a little more practical. Okay, so that would just about be the corner, I think. And then, do we just go out in a straight line? I'm tempted to, well, let's not exaggerate this thing too much. Let's not get overly ambitious and build something that's going to be impossible to finish. Let's keep it modest, and we can always expand it later if we want to. This is already not a terribly modest build for me. I usually don't build huge. I mean, I have my tower on PvE, and that was a pretty extensive build, but it's not a build that takes up a lot of space as such. As far as bases go, it's actually fairly modest compared with some of the bases on PvE. Alright, and then from here we'll go down again. And I'm out again. Bone meal is my friend. You only want your skull? I don't know if there's a way to get player skulls in like pure vanilla. I'm pretty sure there isn't, actually. Unless something's changed in 1.11 that I'm not familiar with. Oh, okay. It's nice to have diamond gear and diamond tools and not feel all impoverished and pauperish. I feel like a rich man now, with rich guy stuff. I don't think anybody has even tried to guess the build yet, being that it is, as of right now, still pretty much just a flat platform. So I've added platforms to the bases of builds now, just to make them a little more robust. It means I have to do a little bit of design work before I start doing the printing, but the end result is worth it, I think. These things turn out much nicer. I'm going to try some bigger ones soon. I mean, I can't do them on stream because 3D printing is slow. It is not, and I should ask which stables first to, you know, throw you off, but I'm not going to. It's not any of the stables on any of our servers. It's something that somebody built on one of the servers on 1MC3. Could be planning, could be PvE, could be Elvish. I can't tell how you could make any kind of conclusion based on what's on screen right now. There's really, yes, any. There's really nothing there to go by yet, is there? Okay, more trees. Let me sleep real quick. You're blimping planning. I might actually do that one of these days. Pyramid. Do we have a pyramid? That's right, Pi built a pyramid. A great big thing on PvE. This is not a bed. Why did I run up here? Clearly not a bed. Anything useful in here while I'm here? Not really. It is not Pi's pyramid on PvE, no. Hot topic. I think I might go a little bit artificial on this, and this wall already looks pretty impregnable, frankly. But what I think I might do is flesh it out a little bit, make it even more... I'm not going to answer any questions about it. Not yet. There's plenty of time still to guess. If towards the end of the stream nobody's guessed it, I might give you some clues. But for now, you got to guess blind. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We got this heading out, and I think this is about where we want to go with it, right? Well, let's put the corner in the ocean again, just to give it a little bit of dynamic tension. Dynamic tension. Staley's being pretentious. I think blimps are pretty easy to recognize. Yes, you too must die, Acacia. All acacias must die. Don't eat Nemo. Why you eat Nemo? Oh, I hate chopping acacias. They're so irregular and irksome. Got some more. At least they're starting to grow now. You've been AFK fishing and you don't have a rod. You mean you haven't fished up like an enchanted rod or something? Some people have all the luck with fishing, and some people don't. It's just kind of the way it goes. What was what on Discord? Alrighty, let's see. So there and here. And that's a bit much. So, somebody playing silly buggers on public chat in Discord? And then wall, right? Yeah, hold on. Let's see who's being a dick on Discord. So what's going on in here, guys?
Yes, certainly.
I just wanted to check in and make sure nobody was messing around with the soundboard or anything. Okay. I'll head on back to my stream channel. Okay. Can we have the picture back now, please, stream? Thank you. It's all good. It is all good. Alright, so this side, again, I think just pretty much a straight line. We're obviously not just going to do a straight line wall all the way around. We'll come up with little towers and stuff to make it interesting, but we need a foundation to kind of work with. So we'll continue setting up a baseline here. I need to get the exact coordinates here. I kind of want this to be in a straight line, so we're going to 119, assuming I haven't messed anything up, and you know me, I probably messed something up somewhere along the line. But 119 is where we want to be. That's here. And that would mean right there. This, I think we're just going to fill this in. I am going to go ahead and just do that now. I'll use sandstone for now. I don't know what the interior courtyard is going to look like yet, but if it just ends up being sandstone, that's not anything that I have a problem with. I thought at first that somebody had been just quarrying here, but apparently this is just a natural little gorge. It's not big enough to be like a gorge, but it's probably something the cave generator came up with. Alright, like that. And excellent. Oof. Still have kind of a headache. I woke up with a nasty headache yesterday, and it doesn't seem to have gotten all that much better. See, this is what I was afraid of. The blocks are off by 1 because of that corner there. But that's no big deal. It's not going to be noticeable if it's off by exactly 1 block. And I'm out again. I am burning through this stuff so fast. Ugh. We could call it Funky Town. Towny McTown face. Are these different biomes? I guess they must be, right? This is beach, and this is savanna. You can tell by the colors of the leaves. I'm not sure why beach would have a brighter green color, but whatever. Print is still not looking like much, to be honest. I might have to like start the prints an hour before the stream starts, just so that they end up in a semi-recognizable state at some point during the stream. 3D printers are so slow. I mean, I knew that when I got the thing, but I didn't quite realize the implication of it. Replant. Forgot about the replanting. Also, I'm not entirely sure why I haven't chopped the stumps down here. Alright. You know, I'm trying to set these up so they don't, like, intertwine, but it doesn't really matter. It's possible that you can't have them right next to each other. Different trees have different growth rules. And some of them will not grow if there's anything on the ground immediately next to the sapling, including things like grass. San Pedro is a Japanese fishing village? I have trouble believing that. That does not sound like the name of a Japanese fishing village. Now, I'm no expert on Japanese fishing villages. But for one, I believe that the average Japanese person doesn't practice Christianity. Which would make naming a town after St. Peter a little odd. A fishing... maybe, yeah, what would be like a good name for a fishing village? That is kind of what we have here. So if this is going to be outside the wall, I think that's just kind of where the wall's going to end then. And we'll flesh this wall out. This hill will make it a little more fortified looking. And then I guess we'll go up to here, and that's kind of the outline. So that's progress. We have an outline. It's pretty big. I don't have a problem with that, but it's going to be a fairly elaborate build. So be it. All right, let's head over to planning and work out what the next step needs to be here. So basically all around the base, sandstone. Easy enough to do, a little time consuming, but easy enough to do. Let's get on that. Oop. I am going to go mute for just a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. As you can tell by the fact that I am currently talking to you. Lub Phoenix. Oh, it's all kinds of mobby out here. Do you, like, spawn on top of that thing? She weaknessed me, too. Anybody else? You want some? You're no zombie! Okay. I'm gonna go sleep real quick because... What is this? Oh, that skeleton drops some enchanted leather. Anything good? Fire protection 2 and protection 2. Mobs won't ever drop mending enchanted. Is it an end ship? Oh, I can see how you would think that. It is not. I have a bed in my inventory. You're so smart. How do you get so smart? And now it's daytime, so problem solved. Thank you, whoever just slept. Appreciate it. There's a bunch more sandstone in my ender chest, for the record. That I believe. That said, not sure if Los Angeles is in Japan either. I'd have to look it up to be sure. Well, maybe something like that, but a little less on the actual name of an actual place. That's me. That's MRT Smart. Oh, you mean you because you recognize the bed in my inventory. It is true. What was smooth sandstone again? Smooth sandstone, there we go. Alright, so I think the way this is set up is like that, like that. That. No, that's not quite right, but this will fix it. And then on either side of these guys we have the smooth sandstone. So I'm gonna I don't know. Is that gonna be our bottom level? That can't be our bottom level here. It might be our bottom level somewhere else, but not here. Here we need I guess this. Which means there's gonna be some shoveling need doing. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Not there, here. This isn't right, is it? This can't be right. Well, yes it can. Hold on. Let's actually put the stairs in before we start determining that everything has gone wrong and the world is about to end. It is not a village, no. I did do a cool print of a village. I think I showed it to you guys on stream. I was pretty pleased with the way that one turned out. You know what I also want to do is I want to come up with a cool design for something like a trophy that I can send people who contribute. Nothing elaborate, just a cool little tchotchke that I can print out as a token of appreciation. I also need to get the buy command working on Elvish. I'm not really very good at this whole soliciting contributions thing, am I? Zippy, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there. My Twitch chat just updated like 12 lines of text in a row. A little weird. Yeah, this is going to be our spawn town fortification. And from here on out, I guess we might take out some of this sand so that we can expose the front of the fortress. At least down to where it turns into dirt here-ish. What? Why is Zippy sad? Why is Zippy sad? Okay, so that's a start. We're gonna have to go in and put like a foundation in underneath it so we don't have this stuff floating, but that's of secondary concern. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still love you. You're still at the very least my second or third favorite mod. And then we go around the corner. I guess that goes kind of like that. And here we have a level change, which I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. I think maybe this corner will be a little tower or something, so I might not worry about it too much. I don't have any cocoa beans. I don't think I've seen a jungle yet. I've seen jungle wood. Zippy, you placed some jungle wood in the village, right? So I'm thinking you've seen at some point a jungle. Alright, then we go up a level again, I suppose, here. Or did you get the jungle wood from somebody else? Oh, there we go. Hunter knows a jungle. You have coordinates for it, or did you not mark that down? This is going to be a fairly abrupt level change here. But you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Message retracted. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure what you typed. Oh, you're talking to Joker. Okay. Let me go get some more smooth sandstone. And I need more steps too. I still have, like I said, I have more than this. I have a bunch squirreled away in my ender chest. Still might not be enough. Oh, you did? Hey, here we go. All right, Zippy has a jungle at 2200 minus 3291. 2200 minus 3291. Did you piss off the villagers? Do not piss off the villagers or their iron golem, because they will murder you so hard. I mean, you ain't never been murdered as hard as you've been murdered when you piss off an iron golem. Iron golems ain't to be messed with. Yeah. You just touched him. Much the same way you weren't actually hitting your sister. You just saw a fly on her nose. Yes, I was an older brother. I know all the tricks. Tried to pet it with a sword! I'm just doing this so that I can be a little more regular here. But I might take this entire ridge here out because it kind of blocks the view, doesn't serve much of a purpose, and prevents us from expanding out that way. But not right now. Because right now, we're putting down sandstone. So again, I'm leaving this corner kind of blank for now because I'm planning on having a tower here, and I haven't really thought about the design or anything yet. If anybody wants to help out here, please feel free to swing on by. I can use the assistance. I don't know what to do with this. Well, that'll work out. That's kind of weird. That is definitely, that's not kind of weird. That's very weird. I think maybe we'll just leave it the way it is. Oh, Sippy. You're so bad. No worries, no worries. It's not mandatory. Again, this isn't quite working out. The corners and the transitions are going to be challenging, but we're just going to have to make do with what we can manage. Steph, look at Discord. DeCrow, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Good to see ya. Yeah, I'm drowning. So this is all kind of irksome because, well, transitioning these levels is a little difficult with this design, but I think it'll work out in the end. And we go down another level, right? Several. We're actually going down 2 levels here, so I guess what we'll do is this. Seems like each individual level change needs some kind of semi-custom solution to make it fit right. Eat. Yeah, I should eat. Let me get those coordinates again. The jungle is at 22 minus 32. So that's not too bad. Another level change, we'll do this and I guess, no, not that. Oh, that's not a good sound. Has something gone wrong with the print? Is the print being bad? No, it still looks okay. Yeah, the print's gone bad. The print has exploded. Let me double check here. Okay, well, today's print has officially failed. That's unfortunate, but that is the reality of 3D printing. We'll try again tomorrow. Why is everybody getting their sorry ass killed by iron golems today? What's all that about? Are you all pissing off the iron golems? Better not be my golems. Because that is the kind of shenanigans up with which I will not put. No, that's not right. It's supposed to go around this way. And then here, and here, and I think that's kind of our foundation in place. We're going to have to go underneath the foundation in places like this, and we'll put in probably regular sandstone. As opposed to the smooth sandstone I've been using. Yeah, my claims shows you all of your claims with their sequential number. That is correct. I am building, hey, deactivate. I am building fortress to guard the harbor at Spawn Town. And it's going to be vaguely inspired by North African fortresses, which means mostly lots of sandstone. And the thing at the top left of the screen that has now gone away is our 3D print. The idea is that I've been 3D printing people's builds with a little 3D printer I picked up and letting people try to guess what I'm building. And then once the print is complete, I send it to whoever got the guess right. But today's build, unfortunately, exploded and failed, so no joy there. We'll try it again tomorrow. So it goes. Okay, let's see. I think this is going to have to be taller. This is just too low to fit any details in. Anyway, I was going to grab some sandstone and fill in some of the gaps like here, where the foundations are on top of dirt. I don't really want that. But I don't think there are a whole lot of places where I need to worry about that just yet. Everything else seems to be more or less okay. Right? Welcome back, Phoenix. We missed you. Tons of blocks or one bucket. I don't know. One bucket's not that hard to come by. And then over here we have this floating stuff. Nobody guessed it. It failed. The extruder got messed up and there was string everywhere, so I stopped the print. Unfortunately. I'll double check the design and try it again tomorrow. I don't think I did anything wrong, but sometimes 3D prints just don't work. Kind of like building from the ocean. This is convenient, very easy to do. Although I do have to get in the water here. No print tonight. Whoa, what am I doing? It wrong is what I'm doing. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's our foundation in place. I think that looks decent. It's a good start anyway. Let's head on back over to planning and see the plots. A standard claim is 65 by 65. Yeah, it's all right. All right, slash planning. Did I just hear a witch? It sounded like I heard a witch. So, yeah, the walls themselves, I had this yellow clay in here. What do you guys think? Is that like too colorful? Does that work? Is it bad? Is it good? I would like to hear your opinion on the subject. Oh, by the way, check this out. I know the print failed, but I can at least show this one. Come on, print. Come off there. Telling you, people are always complaining about their prints not sticking. I can't get mine not to stick. So, that's maybe a little too close. This is one of the prints. So this is the print I made for, hold on, I can actually show it to you. This is the print I made for Phoenix, the, not Phoenix, Turkey, the updated version of his build. In retrospect, I decided the one that I printed on stream was a little sloppy and I wanted it to have a base, so I added this little base to it, which gives it a little more detail. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. So, Acacia again then, right? What do you guys think about this? Should I use the color here or should I go with something a little more modest? I could alternate to some degree, I suppose. And I still have a couple of designs that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this one because I kind of like the idea of being able to like peek inside in some areas. A 3/4 view? Hold on. Kind of like that. Pretty cute, huh? I don't have a tripod or anything that will allow me to maintain this angle. I'm just kind of holding the camera here. That's why it's a little wavy. And it is still a little rough around the edges. I haven't really done anything as far as smoothing it or anything like that. It's a tiny little build. I mean, this is much, much smaller than what you can do with a 3D printer. Yeah, I need to, maybe I need to come up with a better way to actually show the print. The problem is, you know, the extruder blocks most of the view. So the only way you can actually see what's going on is if the camera is down on the same level as the extruder. Otherwise, you'd just be looking at the extruder the entire time. All right, so well, we're definitely going to go with the Acacia, and then I don't know. I feel like I should add another color, so I feel like I should use clay. What I think we'll do is we'll head over to Joker's Clay Shop and look at the colors. I'll check into that. You can file a ticket if you want, Cap. That way I'll actually remember. Let's see. This is... I do have some diamonds still. They're in my ender chest, but there's an ender chest around here somewhere. Here. Oh, no, they're not in my ender chest. Probably at my base. I'll probably have to go get some. So orange... Orange does look good with sandstone. Oh, I'm not supposed to be clicking on the chests. I'm not supposed to have access to the chests. This is how it works. You click on this. Green. This. Oh, that's cyan. Cyan is a really nice gray. This looks good with sandstone too. The yellow is the one that I had on the planning server. I really like the blue, but not with sandstone. This probably not so much. That's a bit much. Again, a bit much. No brown. And then it kind of comes down to yellow or green or orange. And I'm tempted to just go with orange. I mean yellow, because, well, this goes together reasonably well. Let's just experiment with some other clays for funsies. So this is orange. Brown, I'm not going to even look at brown. Tempting though it may be. And then uncolored clay. I'm always kind of hesitant to use uncolored clay. See, this just mixes in with the acacia. That's not a good call. And this is exactly the same. So yellow, I think, is what we're gonna do. Let me go find my diamonds, buy a couple of Q-Bucks, and then we'll buy a few things off Joker. Store a few things in my chest first before I head on out. My dog is, he's over there. I need to... Whee! Oh, balls. Fine, I'll swim under the pier. It's all good. If you're just joining, welcome. I'm Stately. This is played.1mc3.com. I play Minecraft here every day from about 6 to 8 Pacific. You're welcome to join me. It's a public server, PvE, survival. We're on 112 right now. We also have a minigame server and stuff. But lately we've been having fun with our PvE, so this is where we've been hanging out most of the time. And if you don't want to join us, I stream, like I said, every day around 6 on YouTube and Twitch. If you like what you see, please do feel free to give me a follow. Don't feel obligated, just feel free. Alright, let's go find our last few diamonds so that I can buy some clay. I had this idea yesterday, and it's something I kind of want to look into. I was thinking it would be fun if you could set up boat ferry services that automatically move the boat around in a specific direction. So what I was thinking is kind of like, say you have an island base and you want people to be able to get there. They would be able to get on a boat from a dispenser that would automatically take them there by recording a path. So you'd basically record the path by taking the trip. This wouldn't be for Elvish. This would be for PvE because Elvish is vanilla. I don't know where I keep anything. I have some stuff in my island base. I have some stuff in my village. we're gonna have to just go find it, I guess. I don't know if that would be a terribly useful idea, but I think it would be a fun thing to do. I'm also not 100% sure it's even possible. I know you can like push boats around, so I could, you know, maybe do something with that. That's what I did with the elevators. They're not technically even elevators. They just push you up at a specific interval to give you a constant speed, or an illusion of a constant speed. Okay. Nothing. Bupkus. And Diddly Squad. Okay, then they must be... May need an Aqua Affinity helmet. I don't generally wear a helmet, but I like having one specifically for underwater activities. If they're not here, then they must be at the village. So, let's go there. It's gotten quiet on stream. There were like 8 people on when I started. I think I stream a little late for most of the people who play on here, which I guess is unfortunate. Maybe I'll try starting a little earlier one of these days. I used to start at 5. That didn't seem to make much of a difference, but times change. What didn't work last year might work this year. Onwards. This is a prime candidate for a rail line. Maybe that'll be one of our projects later this week. Get a little nether rail station set up. Start connecting some of the farther portals together. Oh, it looks like... what is this? This is CJ's base is over there, I think. His portal. So we're gonna have to get that one hooked up too. Good times. I like our pretty little road here and our pretty little build, courtesy of Turkey. It still needs some decor. We'll brighten it up a bit, put some hedges, some trees. Just some trees would help. But at least we got a good solid road from here to the village. How y'all doing, villagers? And that's their little park. That's where they like to hang out. That's how they roll. These guys, I should probably kill them. I'm always forgetting. I think it's 250 minus 250. Is your place down that way? Like minus 3,000? Oh, you mean you need to get your place hooked up to the rail too? Yes, absolutely. We need to get as many of them hooked up as we reasonably can. Alright, where's my demons? Really? Seriously? Nowhere? I know I have a few. I know I had a few. But I don't know where I put them. Okay, if they're not here... This guy lives here. He just spawned inside the village, I guess. Do I even have any other storage chests? I put it somewhere stupid, didn't I? I must have. Hey, zombie. I was like watching the zombies just to make sure they can't get in. I'm not too worried about this guy, though. He does seem to be pathing somewhere, but I think he might just be pathing to me. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. Everything's under control. Whatever, I don't even care. It's fine. Let me make a day, though. They're monsters. Fine. I didn't want to kill you, but you kept me awake. And then you have to die. Seriously, though, where did I put my diamonds? I mean, I only had like 3 or so. I used up almost all of them on... Well, luxuries like armor and swords and a pick. Oh, balls. I put down a temporary chest at Joker's place. And I think I might have ended up putting it in there. Let's head over there real quick. See, the nice thing about roads is you set them up, you go through all that trouble to make them look pretty, and then you don't even actually follow them yourself. You just cut off every corner you can find. I'm going to build a little ranch here, I think. I think I'm going to build myself a... I am at the village. I'm at my village. Just going to build like a little barn, and then... This shouldn't be hard. I mean, finding out where I put my diamonds is not by any stretch of the imagination rocket science. Unless you're me, in which case, apparently, rocket science. Okay, Steph. This is not the place. We're going to Mason's portal. Oh, wow. Look at all them slimes. Do I need magma cream for anything? It's target shooting. This is just target practice. Oh, I missed one. Yeah, skeletons are wicked these days. Ever since 1.9, they've been completely insufferable. Okay, well, I murdered some stuff. That's always good fun. And I got... Really? Really? I killed 2 giant magma cubes and they didn't drop one single magma cream between them? That is just dickish. I'm so mad I could hit a zig. I'm not going to. But I could. Once. Maybe twice. Whee! All right, let's see. From here to Joker's place is... Oh, I'm always forgetting which way it is. It's not that way. It's not that way. So it's that way. There it is. Just see it off in the distance. I'm guessing you can't build a road any farther than this because it's on Mason's claim. I'll drop him a line and see if it's okay to add you to the region Joker, because he hasn't been around in a while, and I don't know if he even intends to play on Elvish. Your journey for diamonds is a failure. I've been walking around the entire map trying to work out where I put a few. I mean, I might have been faster to just actually go mining for them. That's the base up there, by the way. Ooh, you know what we could do? I'm just going to go into mod mode real quick so we can compare the build with the model. That might be kind of neat. I know this is not strictly speaking vanilla, but I don't use mod mode for much of anything except modding and occasionally showing off some pretty builds. So check it out. That's the model, and that's the build right there. You can recognize it. I mean, it's clear what it is. All right, there we go. So I emptied some stuff out into a chest over here when I came over here to do some enchanting at Joker's enchanting table. And did I break the chest? Because it ain't here. It was over there. I guess I broke it. Okay, so it's not there. I don't know where my diamonds are. I have no bloody clue where my diamonds went. I'll just have to do a little bit more mining. And we'll get it taken care of. Actually, /LB, look up player stately chest access block diamond. Stately put 3 diamonds into chest. And that was at 159 minus 437. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere near spawn. Ruben, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do I want you to fast forward through yesterday's vid? How do you mean? Oh, to find the diamonds? No, it's fine. I mean, I appreciate it, but no. That's just not worth the effort. Not for 3 diamonds. I just can't remember where I put them. I mean, what did those coordinates say? 159 minus 437. We're just going to go there and find out. How you doing, Ruben? What are you up to? Yeah. Well, and I want to buy some clay, so that's not really the problem. The problem is, where did I put my damn wallet? I can never find my wallet. 159 minus 437. You think it's one of the chests behind the Shrine of the Egg? Let's pull up the cores. 135. I think it might be. Let's go take a look at all these boats. This is one day's worth of boat accumulation. It's in one of those build chests. The first place I looked. The invisible build chest. Ah! It's right here! I am so not very smart today. Well, that was a fun little excursion, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, that's the first place I looked. Yeah, I'm kind of tired too. The last couple of days I've just a little short on sleep, and it kind of adds up. It's all good. I'll get to bed early today, and everything will be fine. All right, so just a reminder, guys, this is the bank. This is what you click to buy cash registers, and this is what you do to change Q-Bucks into diamonds and back. So now that I have the Q-Bucks, I can go to the shop. And remember, you have to click cash registers with empty hand. I'm no smart. I'm no smart. And yellow. That's right here. I think a stack. There we go. All right. Pleasure doing business, Joker. I do appreciate it. I'm hoping this is enough, but if it's not, I can always go get more. I can actually just start popping this in. This goes like that all the way around. I'm not sure what to do with the corners yet, so we're going to have to think that through. This might be convenient. If this is the tunnel that I think it is, it goes all the way to my island, so I could have a little private secret rail from here to my island. That might be neat. Okay, we're still on the same level here, right? Yeah. No, that's not right. Why are these not stacking? Because Minecraft. See you, Cap. I don't know, Cap might not actually be leaving. He disconnects and reconnects a lot. Ow. I fell on my keys. Yeah, yellow's an easy one. Brown, kind of hard, but once you have the cocoa going, it's not. Black is always a problem. Fortunately, black stained clay is just fugly, so it's not something that people try to use very often. But for glass, it's a pain in the butt. I was kind of distracted there, and then I was wondering, can I say butt? And I'm like, what? Why the hell would I not be able to say but? Basically, my brain just decided to take a minute or two off there. Alright, and here, so we have kind of low walls here. I think I'm going to have to raise them on these corners. Which is okay. I have no problem with that. Uh-oh. I can't get in anymore, can I? Oh well. Is your house okay? I don't know. I don't know where your house is. I mean, I have no doubt there's no problem. Why would there be? Unless it was derpy and horrible, in which case there might be a problem. There we go, with 5 to spare. Excellent. Very good. All right, now we need to chop a bunch of these guys down, but that's okay because a bunch of them have grown. And black is, well, the problem is large volumes, right? You can do large volumes of almost anything. But black you actually have to go out and hunt and grind for, especially since squid grinders do not work well on multiplayer servers. There's very few spawns, and it takes forever, and it's frustrating beyond comprehension. Oh my, you're being robbed, Joker. I don't think it's like robbery in the actual robbery sense of the word. More like robbery in the standing there with his nose pressed to the window admiring all of the merchandise meaning of the word. So I'm going to need about 2 stacks of stairs. Which is about 3 stacks of planks. Basically, a stack of logs will give me more than enough, and I'm pretty sure there's a stack of logs here. So that should not be a problem. I have built on, not on this server, but on PvE, I've built 2 separate squid farms, and both of them just sucked. Passive mob spawning rates are just a problem on multiplayer servers. It also makes it very, very difficult to get a cat, for example, because hanging around in a jungle waiting for ocelots to spawn requires the patience of a saint. Which I guess is a good thing, because when you finally do get an ocelot, you've actually achieved something. It's one of the harder things to do in survival Minecraft, is right up there with getting an elytra. It's less dangerous than getting an elytra. Most people don't fall into the void trying to capture an ocelot. Although, some of y'all, I don't know, man. I think some of y'all could manage that. You know who you are. That would be a fun Minecraft series. Grief Court. It could be a Judge Judy style thing where people shout at each other about how each other's builds sucked, and then the judge would hand out a sentence and everybody would talk to the camera afterwards, and it would cut to commercials, and maybe it's not that great an idea after all. It might be hilarious, like twice. Grief Court. I like the name though, Grief Court. I am almost done with all of these logs, and looks like I'm going to have 2 stacks of logs or so to work with. Just dandy. I think I might not even have to replant this farm just yet. I mean, later, maybe. I'll need more. But I have lots of saplings, and I don't need to keep a temporary orchard around forever if I don't have an immediate use for it. I don't know, this grief cord idea is kind of sticking with me now. The only problem is obviously perverse incentive. People would start griefing just for the purpose of being able to appear on grief court. Okay, so I got plenty of saplings. I got plenty of logs. I got 2+ stacks here. 2 stacks and 1. So that'll work. Alright, let's make a bunch of stairs. And remember, tomorrow, if nothing explodes, and there's no guarantee that nothing explodes, we're going to get a din map turned on for Elvish. Why is there no workbench here? I know what to do with that 1 extra acacia log. Ha! So let's take 3 stacks of this. Well, I'm not sure if it would need to be a courthouse or a television studio. I mean, either way would work. And just a few more. 2 stacks. There we go. Okay, so the way I had this set up over on... No. Over on planning is that these things face inward like that. Yeah, so this is already a problem. These level differences are going to be a little tough to deal with. I haven't quite wrapped my head around them yet. But it's no big deal. And then like corners like that are going to be a bit of an issue too. What if I just go like this and then turn around and go the other way? That might be faster. So I've got these things facing inwards now, which is fine. Alright, that's it for this side. Then we'll turn around and... You know what? I do have the bottom side to do as well. I can do it in 4 passes if I wanted to, but let's be a little more efficient than that. Hello, Ruben. How you doing? Is that like greetings plus plus? Improved greetings? And are we getting there? We're getting there. Some spots here where we're going to have to do some magic. And I got to raise this. This section here obviously needs to be at least 1 block taller, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to go ahead and try that jump again. Oh, come on. Not like I haven't been playing Minecraft for like forever. You'd think I could work out the frickin' jumps. Grr, stately mad. Stately crush. Stately... kind of just making a fool out of himself right now. That's what Stately's doing. But what's new, right? And that should clear us up. So, back to the steps. I haven't really looked at the backside of these walls yet either. That's also kind of an issue. Because obviously we want them to look attractive from the back as well. And I don't want to block these little holes that we're getting between the gaps, so that might limit what we can do a little bit. We'll see though. We'll work out how that goes. I'm not married to the idea of being able to look through the gaps. I just think it would be neat. Oops, that's not quite right. There's a creeper on top of your house. I'll tell it if it stays, it's going to have to start paying rent. Creepers are notoriously frugal, so that'll probably make it go away. Is something wrong here? What's going on here? Why is this not right? My offset's no good here. Is everything here wrong? Did I get like the entire setup here wrong? I think I might have. See, the way it's supposed to work is like that. And that is not the same as this, where the yellow is right up against the ground. So I'm going to have to fix that section. I messed that one up. Not the end of the world. Won't even take that long. But it does need to get fixed. So, break all the things. And here as well? No, here we're good. So, this should be a pretty quick fix. I'm kind of pleased with the amount of progress we're making on this wall today. I mean, it's kind of procedural. I just kind of... Your video and template for YouTube are gone? That's unfortunate. What happened? Alright, so... and 12 like that. Alright, so... here and here and here and here. And we just go all the way down the aisle. Down to here. And the tower, I'm going to have to think about the tower. I'm also going to add things like a couple of balustrades along the wall, some overhangs, just things to keep it visually appealing. I don't want the whole thing to be just repetitive from the outside. I mean, it is now, obviously, just repetitive from the outside. Minecraft should have headshots. Yikes. That's not good. What happened here? Something isn't right here. Something isn't right. What's going on? Let's have a look. No, it's fine. Isn't it? Yeah, we just need to fill in this corner, but that's okay. We'll take care of that. It doesn't look bad as the base of a wall. I'm not displeased with it. We're going to have to come up with some infill. I need to work out what to do here, for example, on the inside. Maybe we can do slabs. I don't want to necessarily continue this line. I don't think I want a solid stripe of yellow along the inside here. But again, I haven't really designed the inside of the wall yet, and I want the walls to be thick enough that there's like a walkway on top so you can go around the fortress, and I'll probably even put a little tunnel in this hill so you can go in one side and come out the other. So that should be fun. We got plenty of work ahead of us with this little project, but we're off to a good start. Unfortunately, that's all I have time for today. That's all the cow and I have time for today. So the cow and I would both like to thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate your patronage. And I stream here every day at 6 Pacific, Twitch and YouTube. And I play on play.1mc3.com. And you are welcome to join. Oh, I'm inside a cow. That was crazy, dude. That was so crazy. Whoa. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Take it easy, guys.